with it, Panther Nation? This is your sports editor, Daniel Stackhouse, and I'm here with another episode of Coach's Corner. This week, I'm here with softball head coach Mark Williamson. Coach, how you doing?
I'm great, Daniel. How about yourself?
I'm doing really good, man. We got a lot to talk about, so let's go straight into it.
All right.
So, first, just talk about this overall flow of the season. Started about a month and a half ago. You guys were the 5th or 6th seed, and at the end of the season, you guys were the runners-up of the state tournament. Did you guys overachieve this year?
Yeah, I don't know about overachieving. We had some players get hot at the right time. Lily started pitching very well. We got production out of the 1 through 9 in the lineup. And we had different people coming up with clutch hits all throughout the state tournament. Region tournament there at the end. We were fortunate to get the 2 seed. To be able to play for the region championship. But after that, things just fell into place. Everybody was playing well and making plays, getting big hits, and it worked out the way it did, and we're pretty excited that it did work out that way.
And you just said it, things kept on just working out very well for y'all, and the production throughout the entire lineup kept on going. You had the speed on the top third. It was solid in the middle, and then the bottom third really just kept on coming clutch throughout the rest of the year. So take me through, just like throughout the playoffs and into the tournament, about how everything was working and coming into place for y'all.
All right. Like you said, top of the lineup was getting on. We got a lot of speed up there. Lauren, Sydney, they just make things happen with their speed and putting the ball in play. Jolie and Lily, 4, and then Ashley, Kaylin, the 3 through 6, they had big hits. And then, a lot of our production that won some of the tight games was 7, 8, 9. Jill Pfister, Emily Keena came up big. Sarah Latham hits the home run to win the Appalachia game 1-0. So, that all happened down at the bottom of our order. So it just, like I said, we everybody got hot at the right time.
And real quick, I do want to talk about Lily Backus, because we saw something really special from her. She was dropping strikeouts. She was throwing strikeouts left and right. So what does that mean for you? Because I've covered her for the past 2 years, and it seems like she was better than she was last year. So, and with the responsibility that she had to handle of being the star pitcher, what does that mean for you to see her react to that and have an amazing season?
She stepped up big time. She stepped her game up to another level, and she started pounding the strike zone. Didn't have as many walks as she did earlier in the year, and it's crazy. The game against Whitewater for second, third place, she struck out 20. I think she struck out 17 the night before. Had basically 2 pitches in the Elite 8 and the round of 16. Basically had 2 pitches that kept her from going 3 perfect games in a row. So she just really found another gear and had an amazing season.
In general, with pitching, it was a real compared to last year and this year. You had a different dynamic. You had two stout pitchers in Backus and Paige Andrews, and this year you had mainly Backus with some Sarah Latham in there. How does this different outlook on pitching affect things?
Well, I guess that's the good thing about softball is you can ride one arm for a while. Obviously, she threw, I think, I hadn't done the actual numbers, but about 8 games in maybe 10 days. So she was just gassed on that last game. Sarah gave us good innings, like the region tournament came in, gave us a couple good innings so we could sit Lily a little bit. And just down the stretch, we kind of knew, and Lily and Sarah, I think, both knew that we were just going to ride Lily as long as we could. And unfortunately, we got in the loser's bracket early, so had to play 1 extra game. Would have been nice if you're in the winner's bracket. It's always nice to watch the other teams play and hopefully get worn out. And I think we were, just a little bit gassed on that last game. Jones County not taking anything away from them. They're a great team, but the score is probably not indicative of how equal the teams are on most days.
There's this idea in this culture that's been developing in Starsville softball, and it's with this phrase, victory and unity. It's something that has been taken on throughout the state playoffs, because let's catch our viewers up if they don't know that you guys got eliminated first round, and you guys won 3 straight games making the finals. So what is that like for you to see these girls showcasing this resilience and determination through every single game?
Yeah, they were very resilient. Never got down on themselves. Knew that they had the capability to come back and win, and they battled all year. Our record is not what it's been some other years when we didn't finish this high, but I think they were battle tested with the region that we played in. It's just so tough, and at the end we felt like we'd been in those games before. And I don't think we panicked, and just paid off well for us.
And you guys, as we talked about at the top of the show, you guys ended the season as a state runner-up there was a lot of adversity you guys had to go through. So in hindsight, in this retrospective position, how do you feel about this season?
Oh, it's an amazing season. We've talked about this, and at the 1st of August, we weren't sure we would be sitting here at the end of the season with a complete softball season. We know how it was in the spring for a lot of sports where they just shut them down. And personally, I was afraid that was going to happen to us 2-3 weeks into the season. So just to be able to finish the season with all the COVID nonsense, I guess it's not nonsense, but with all the COVID, the pandemic, it's a great feeling. It's great that that all the coaches and players did, not our team necessarily, but throughout the state, followed the protocol that was put in place by the Georgia High School Association, and we were able to finish it. So it's just it's a great feeling. A very nice season. Very, very good. Very proud of the girls.
There was some very incredible talent in the senior class with Lauren Flanders and Joey Lester and some Maggie Spratling mixed in there a little bit. So what do you have to say about these seniors and them playing their final season?
Yeah, it's a special group. Like I said, Maggie's been with us a couple years. We were glad to have her out there, her leadership and all. And then Jolie and Lauren, been in the program 5 years, varsity starters. Jolie didn't start as a freshman. Probably one of my biggest mistakes in my coaching career was not starting her as a freshman. Lauren's been a starter for 4 years. Not completely done with the stats, but they'll be in the top 5 in almost every offensive category, when they leave here. So they've done a lot for this program, and it was great having them around, and I wish them the best of luck. They're both planning on playing college ball, and I think they will both be very successful in college career. So,
any final thoughts about this season?
Nah, it was a great run. Just like I said, excited for the girls, and hey, we got a lot of juniors coming back, so let's try to make another run next year.
That's right. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate it.
And thank you very much for listening. If you see Coach Williamson, any of the softball players or coaches, give them a hearty congratulations on a state runner-up season. That's all we got from here. From myself, Coach Williamson, and Jacob Flusher behind the camera, I'm Daniel Stackhouse. Thank you for watching. Go Panthers!